Assalamualaikum. My name is Natasha Amira binti Alias and my metric number is 275471. Today I will be presenting a persuasive speech entitled of Using Cell Phone While Driving is Dangerous. How many of you have a cell phone? How many of you drive? Honestly, how many of you have used your cell phone while driving? I'm going to be completely honest. In the past, I have used my phone while driving. And this has taught me when I learned that a friend of mine got into an awful car accident when another driver had swerved into her lane. Because the driver was too distracted on his phone to realize he was in the wrong lane. Fortunately, my friend was completely okay, but her car was total. Although a text may be important, but texting while driving is really dangerous because it takes your focus off the road and you could cause an accident and you are putting someone else's life in risk. To be honest, I've been in many instances where if I had not been alert, I could have potentially been in a serious car crash where I could have been injured because of someone else's carelessness. I've done a lot of research on this topic since it has impacted myself and someone close to me. According to drivingfact.com, 65% of crashes are due to distracted driving such as texting. Cell phone while driving contribute to a major social problem of increased crash risk since it endangers the life of passengers, drivers, and also passersby. Today, I'd like to talk to you about texting and driving and hopefully can persuade you into not partaking to this serious epidemic. I'm also going to include why texting and driving is really dangerous and the effect of texting and driving and also the way to prevent texting and driving. First, I'd like to share with you the danger on texting and driving. Texting is the most alarming distraction because it involves manual, visual, and cognitive distractions simultaneously. And according to texting and driving statistics, the minimal time your attention is off the road while texting is 5 seconds, which at a speed of 55 mph you will have traveled the length of a football field without looking at the road. Nowadays, we can find so many studies that examine the effect of texting while driving. The one conclusion they all seem to have been that texting impairs a driver's abilities. And one of the most obvious things that happen when a driver is texting while driving is that the driver would avert his or her eyes from the road for around 5 seconds. This is more than enough time for a person to run in front of the vehicle or for the vehicle in front of you to make a sudden stop or to miss saying the light change. The few seconds that you take to read that text from your phone can cause a severe accident leading to death. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, at least 3,166 people died in 2017 due to distracted driving, and a total of 9.5% of all fatal crashes over the past 6 years have involved a distracted driver. Based on the survey, although several states have strict law against cell phone use while driving, they still have several drivers continue to text or call while driving. According to the Hopkins law firm, texting while driving is a form of distracted driving that killed 3,142 lives in America in 2019, and that is an average of 8 people a day, and that number has been consistent over the previous years. One study by the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia Research Institute found that cell phone use affects the brain activity associated with driving, reducing it by up to 37% while driving. And of course, texting often requires the rider to look away from the road. In short, texting and driving is one of the most dangerous forms of distracted driving because it distracts several of the driver's senses, compromising their visibility, attention, and physical control. So obviously, this statistic imply that texting and driving put drivers and others on the road at risk for injuries. Now, I'd like to talk to you about the effect of texting and driving. Texting is the biggest distraction while driving. It can lead to injuries and even fatalities. According to SafeWise.com, in 2018, around 400,000 of people were injured in accidents caused by distracted driving. Drivers that age 16 to 24 are most likely to use a handheld device while driving. With so many experienced drivers on the road using highly distracting devices, the potential for accident and thus lead to injuries and fatalities incredibly high. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, 11 teens die every day because of texting and driving. That's over 4,000 teen thieves every year. In a AAA poll, 94% of teens admitted that texting and driving is a serious threat, but 46% of them did it anyway. Further to this, 77% of young adults are confident that they can drive while texting. Meanwhile, 55% of young adult drivers claim that it is easy to text and drive. Edgar Sitter, an associate, a law firm that represents injured people, they said that drivers aged 45 to 60 had the most fatalities in accidents caused by texting and driving. Now, I'd like you to think about this statistic. This is most likely the age of most of your parents. Can you imagine your parents being killed because a teen had to respond to someone that they were on their way, or respond to any text? Or can you imagine killing someone else's parent because you had to answer an important text message? Now that I've shared with you the dangers and effect of texting and driving, I'd like to share the way on how to prevent it. First, there's an app on smartphone including the iPhone and Android called Drive Safe and Safe. If you like to learn more about it, you can just search in your smartphone application store. This app tracks your driving habits every time you get behind the wheel. Not only does it track when you using your phone while in the car, but this app also identifies when you are speeding, braking too hard or accelerating too quickly. Apart from that, AT&T is another avid supporter of not texting and driving and came out with a similar app called AT&T Drive Mode. This app turns on when it senses that the phone is moving more than 15 miles per hour. Once activated, this app silences all incoming notifications and will automatically respond to the caller or texter with a text stating that the person they are attempting to contact is currently driving. Another step is just putting your phone in silent and just place your phone in trunk or glove box. Keeping it out of arm reach will prevent you from grabbing it and checking it while on the road. If you have a passenger in your car, you can ask them to read the text for you and even reply. So, if we follow these simple tasks and we don't text and drive, we could potentially be saving life. This life can be yours or a loved one. In summary, if we don't treat this problem seriously, more and more people will be injured and even killed on the road. The only thing you have to do is to put down your phone while driving, because I can assure you that your life is more important than a text. I've shared with you the dangers and the effect of texting and driving, and also I've already shared with you the way to prevent texting and driving. Is your text worth risking your life or someone else? Don't text and drive. The outcome can be fatal. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.